Welcome to another Let's Play of Polaris, guys. I've just finished my first Let's Play, which ended, in disaster. So let's see if I can do any better this time. So we'll go with 10 races, 400 stars. Tunnel density we'll keep as it is. I do want to lower down the 3D shape because it really doesn't benefit this game at all, and I'm not a huge fan of the wormholes, so I'll reduce those, leave everything else the same. Normal AI, as it kicked my ass last time, that will do, but leave all of that, particularly the damn pirate attacks. And I'm going to stick with the humans. We'll go vanilla, and as with the last one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce our espionage and just remove some of these penalties, so that we're kind of more rounded in our approach. And yeah, let's kick off. Okay, so this time we're at the sort of south east of the galactic map, and I'm immediately going to build us a second scout. I'm not going to fiddle with the research at all, and let us make some progress. So I'm quite close to the galactic edge, so I'd hope that I can perhaps secure this sort of area for myself. So that makes me think actually I should explore inwards in the hope that I've got a bit more time to come and secure these ones on the outer rim. So let's kick off. And as with the last game, the first couple of episodes, bear with me, guys, because it's probably, it is just the nature of this game. You've got to explore these worlds. That one wasn't very interesting, and then there'll be fuel issues. We'll have to bring our scouts back, send them back out again, and it can be a little bit tedious, but for me it's interesting because it's all building towards the later game. And in my last playthrough I didn't even get to the later game because I screwed up. So we have found another world, another Earth-like, which is brilliant. So on this world there is a bonus to science and a bonus to food. Now, learning from my previous playthrough, I'm gonna be very tempted to go for an agricultural planet when we take this one. But let's see. We'll see what other options we have. Other better opportunities may present themselves yet. So let's explore Gamma Peacock, and okay, nothing exciting there, but we get two options, and we've still got some fuel. So let's go to Peacock. We were around the Peacocks in my last game, and that obviously didn't work out very well for me. So hopefully that is not a bad omen. And let's keep going. The other scout's still going to be a while before it is complete. And we found another Earth-like. So let's have a look at this. Right. So this one then. Not very much bonus to food or science, and it's got 93 farming slots, whereas the other one had 85. So I'm actually thinking that this one will be a science one, the other will be an agricultural one, albeit it may not be. It might be a bit exposed because it's out there, but look, let's see what happens. It's not fixed in my mind at the moment, just an idea of what we may do. And I think we're probably reaching the maximum of our fuel now. We're going to have to turn back. And yeah, it's just telling me that there's a large number of hyperspace lanes, so it could be of strategic importance. We've still got a bit more fuel left, so let's come over this way. Maybe it links back to Beta Peacock. No, it won't actually, because we know. Yeah, it may do. It may do actually. It may well do. Okay, so nothing too exciting there. I'm not gonna I'm not going to risk it just because there's no guarantee that even because they're close there will be a star lane. So let's play it. Let's play it safe, because at the moment I really don't have the capacity to sort of go rushing fuel haulers and things like that when I've got worlds I need to colonize. So we'll wait for the scouts to come back, speed up time a bit. I will take a sip of squash. And so our second scout's almost complete. Let's slow down time a little bit, although it does pause for you as these events happen, and immediately we want to be getting out a colonizer. Now the colonizer's got a range of 11,000. I'm wondering whether we should increase that range, but for now we'll leave it, because I think these two worlds, that is yeah, that's only sort of 3,000 away. This one's 9,000, and we don't need to go there and come back. It's a one-way trip, so that's okay. So we'll send the scout off to Beta Peacock and just continue trying to prioritize exploring in that direction towards the middle of the sort of galactic core. In the meantime, I think actually what I'll do is I'll send this scout out just to start exploring around this area, and there could be interesting things close to us, obviously, and I want to see what we need to do in order to sort of perhaps try and close off some of these space lanes, try and get ourselves into some bottlenecks that we can defend more readily. And each of these stars has a description about the particular star. I'm not going to go through them all, as ultimately it does come down to sending a spaceship there. So I am glad I did not risk going to Kajam, because I wouldn't have had a space lane back to Beta Peacock, and my ship would have been stranded here. So played it cautiously, and I was right to do so. I made a lot of bad decisions in my last playthrough. I'm hoping that I can learn from my mistakes. So the colonizer's still taking a while. Let us continue the exploration. Did he arrive? Yes, he also arrived. Great. So let us carry on with that. Oh, we found an anomaly. Debris. So let's explore the debris. And a load of plutonium. So in our last game, plutonium became a massive issue because it was needed for fighters and all sorts, and I ran out of it. So that's good. That is, I'm happy to get that. Okay, back for fuel with that scout. And nothing too exciting over here. It is at least exploring these worlds for us. It's just a shame we haven't got some nice Earth-likes that we can sort of safely have tucked away from any prying eyes or greedy alien scum. Vega. Oh right, okay. So let's just have a look. We've got a cluster of asteroids we can explore, and that gives us more plutonium. Great stuff. So what's happened actually through exploring this is our scout has discovered that this whole area is basically one kind of cul-de-sac where you can't get to any of these planets without coming through my homeworld. So it's given us all of this territory, which is good, because whilst these planets can't be colonized now, there are several which do have resources on them that we'll want to grab later. So that's good. I'm happy about that. You know, it could have included some Earth-likes, could have had some oceanic planets, but you know, you can't get everything going your way. And in my last game, I had nothing go my way, so due to my own fault. I'm not being a sore loser. I needed change my ways, and that's what I'm going to do now. So yeah, I think we'll go with this one maybe being a science planet, this one being a breadbasket. So actually what we'll do is we'll go for the breadbasket first and try and get food production increased dramatically so that we don't have widespread rebellions, starvations, etc. Who would have thought that letting my people starve would have led to so many problems? Okay, so that was some theoretical science advancing, and we'll just leave that chug along without interfering too much, and continue exploring. I'd kind of hope for at least one or two more Earth-likes in our area. An oceanic planet. So, as I explained in my last game, these planets are actually pretty good for food production and research. But in my last game, I left all of that, the food production side, far too late, and got punished by my own people for it. So yeah, let's get an agricultural world set up and avoid that. And let's just let the scouts do their thing. Delta Peacock, nothing too exciting. But it's increasing our understanding of the space around us, and this looks like it could be a bit of a dead end there as well, which we may be able to seal off by maybe getting something over here. Who knows? Right, so our colonizer has arrived, Tedgemen 1, and the planet is called Freedom. Well, we will might want to rename that. We don't want too much freedom. And this was the world. I think we said this is going to be our agricultural world, aren't we? So why don't we call it something like Bounty? The bounty of nature. And let's proceed on. So yeah, dead end. Okay, so it's got some science on a desert planet. That's not too bad actually. Content with that. Yeah, let's use the fuel that we've got to explore onwards. By colonizing this planet now, our scout will get greater range, because you can see the fuel has dropped down to sort of 22, 21, and it'll continue to decrease down to 20, and then boom, up to 29 odd as it grabs fuel from this new colony and heads onwards. So Delta Cetus, nothing too exciting. We can move on, so let's do that. And colonizer almost complete. And let us load colonists. We'll send them out to Minkar. Now, I'm just debating whether to build another colony ship or whether I should actually start investing in my military. That was the big failure. Well, one of the big failures in my last playthrough is we just didn't have any answer to the pirates. I'm going to risk it for the moment and build another colonizer. May come back to bite me, but aggressive expansion is important, and I do actually need to send this colonizer out. So we've reached Menkar, and nothing interesting. We can still proceed on. Oh no, we can't. No, we can't. I didn't think we would. So let's get some fuel. Could be a dead end here, or it could link down to these systems. Volcanic world, not exciting at the moment, but later on is very good for. Generally, can be quite good for minerals, resources, due to the active nature of the planet's crust. Nothing too exciting there. And so our colonizer has arrived, and Minkar 1, we will. So this was going to be our innovation center, and yeah, we'll call it New Light, shining a light into the darkness of our ignorance by producing research for us. And yeah, nothing too exciting over here yet. We are getting deeper and deeper into the sort of galactic core, so I'd expect to be encountering other species soon, other empires. So let's carry on. A little bit disappointed that we haven't found more colonizable worlds in this area. So what have we got here? A cluster of asteroids. So let's explore that. Some radium. All helps. Scouts coming back to get refueled. And yeah, let's go and complete the scouting. Oh, so we found a world. It is an Earth-like world. And yeah, not too exciting in terms of its production is quite poor. The bonuses to the science and food isn't great. Metals, yeah, it's okay. But I'd like to get it if we can, though it's going to be very surrounded, I would imagine. Let's keep going. It all depends on the star lanes, of course, as to how many potential threats there'll be. And we've uncovered another Earth-like. Yeah, this is the thing. You go towards the center of the galaxy, there are more opportunities there generally. Great science boost, food boost, and plenty of minerals as well. And there's actually some debris above the planet, so let's grab that. Some more radium. So let's we've run out of fuel. Let's head back then. I'm glad I built another colonizer now. I want to try and get out and secure those. So let's let the scouts do their thing. And okay, so new research, superconductors, again, one of these sort of theoretical sciences which will eventually let us get more practical applications. Let's speed things up a bit whilst our scouts go about. And so we've built our new colonizer, and oh no, we can't quite. Dear me. I'm actually going to design a fuel hauler. And have this built so that it can give our colony ship the range it needs. Alternatively, just thinking about this, what is the range? So that's over 12,000. Our colony ship has 11,000. So I'm just wondering if I actually, oh gosh, I've gone into the wrong thing. If I actually change the design of the colonizer, so we'll call that a colonizer Mark II effectively, and we put on some more fuel tanks. What range could we give it? So that's 12, that's not enough. Right, so we could bump the range up to 15 and still have power reserves up to 16. Let us, we'll do that. It's going to be quite slow, but that's okay, I think. The key thing is just to be able to get there. So let's actually, what we're going to do is I'm going to build some colonizers, and I'll use this short-range colonizer to go grab that organic planet from me. I really might be falling into the trap here of my previous game where I kind of didn't militarize quickly enough, but you've got to take risks. And I think just building the 3 colonizers allows me to get 3 planets, whereas if I just leave the colonizer design the same, it's kind of 3 colonizers and a fuel hauler. So anyway, I want to grab these middle ones because they're bound to be close. We may not even get them, to be honest. Anyway, let's carry on. So we've got our colonizer now above this ocean world, and it's going to be good for either food or science. I'm currently thinking that let's go for innovation. We'll leave the name as it is, and then once it's done the innovation, hopefully it'll have some room for agriculture. This world is now building farms, which is great. Okay, our scout has arrived there. Nothing exciting, and but allows us to at least explore some more. Our other scout has refueled, so we could no. See, we can't actually make much more progress there. Let's head out in this direction anyway. Oh right, so we found another oceanic world, which is great for 11 organics plus the bonus. So great for organics. I'll want to be grabbing that if possible. Yeah, we've come to the limit of our fuel, but we will have pushed out the boundary ever so slightly by colonizing that ocean world. So still a while for that colonizer to be built. Okay, so dead end, and it's got a gravitational anomaly. So let's. Right, I'm not going to read all of this, but basically we found part of an ancient spaceship that what we can do is we can load that onto our scout, and this one in particular is one of 4. So if you find the other 4 parts of the ship, then you can assemble it, and presumably you get a really awesome warship then. I've never actually done it yet, but saying that, my skills are lacking still in this game. So on we go. Kajam, nothing exciting yet, but once again it expands our knowledge of the space around us. And again, okay, so Zeta Corvus joins these two arms up. Will it go to Eta, or will it just... Yes, it does go on to Eta as well. And we do have the fuel to go and discover that. So we've got our scout back. Let's then go up to Kappa and see whether that is a dead end, or whether it does link up to Sada Lunds. Well, I really don't know how to pronounce that. Sadla Sud. Eta Corvus explored, which is a dead end. Let us get back and refuel. Oh, we've had a colonizer built. Yeah, maybe I should stop queuing up multiple ships, because it just doesn't give you that warning when you've built it. So let's get out. Yeah, we don't care about coming back to our own space. We just want to get there and get those juicy Earth-like worlds. And we'll have to protect them, of course, but at least if we can secure them now, that is going to be helpful, because they're both next to each other. So and okay, now we've encountered a pirate fleet. I wonder why. That could be in this unpronounceable system. Maybe a Gaia world, or something nice that these pirates have decided to protect. But it does give me that little prompt that I probably needed to think about the military. But I want my colonizers first. Give me my planets, and then we'll we'll militarize. I haven't found a lovely Earth-like world yet, which can really crank out the production. As in my last game, I was kind of blessed to find that great production world, and I bloody well threw it all away really with my stupid lack of food. So scouts, yeah, let's just see what we can, because once I've managed to colonize one of these two planets up here, we will, our scouts will have loads of range then. We're going to end up perhaps with a very long, thin empire, which could be more difficult to defend, but you kind of got to go where the planets are, where you can colonize. Okay, let's speed things up a little bit. Get our scouts moving along. We are in this phase I was talking about now, where it's send your scout. Scout comes back, refuel your scout, send your scout, and you get into sort of this sort of logistical battle, really. So I've got my another colonizer. Do I just want to go and send a colonizer down here just to try and secure all of this? I'm going to, but I'm kind of gritting my teeth at the same time. Yeah, okay, so we're going to have issues with metals, but that's fine. Get the colonizer out that will. Go on, guys. Okay, so nothing too exciting. Let's carry on exploring. I find this a lot with sort of 4X games. It's kind of that that balance of how much can you push your luck in terms of grabbing all the nice sweeties in the sweet shop before you before you militarize, before you think about defending. Oh, there's a gravity anomaly there. Let's have a look. Okay, nothing there, and we're really at the edge of our fuel there, which makes me think it was the right choice to go and grab this oceanic world to give us some more range. So yeah, what's here? Oh right, so this is basically another type of spaceship, I think. So I need to bring the one I'd already got back, and then I can go grab that one and just secure it. Which is taking up a bit of my scout's time, which is a bit of a pain. But we've got plenty of things to be getting on with colonizing at the moment. And our colonizer has just arrived. So what was I going to do with this world? Let's grab it. So slight bonuses to food and to science. It's got 100 spaces though for farming. It's got no production bonus really, though it does have 36 production slots, so it could be turned into a production powerhouse, but it's got -6 to production. So actually we're going to go with another agricultural world and keep the food flowing, keep the bread in our people's bellies so that they remain happy. So we're coming up to half an hour now, so I'm going to stop this video here, and we will continue with this series in the hope that it is more successful. See you next time, guys. Bye.